Keith Davidson.
I'm Papa Joey Stave.
I'm Tim Rice.
Searching for
the truth.
Exploring
the unexplained.
Investigating the paranormal. Subscribe now.
Hit the alert button.
Hit the alert button so you don't miss an episode. Welcome to The Truth
About beer.
and...
It may just be us anyway.
That was larger than life.
It
That
was.
sounds better.
Yeah, there's just a tiny little echo, so I can deal with that.
Yeah. Sounds much better for here.
Okay.
Hi,
Yeah,
guys.
I think if I keep the volume down, it'll work okay.
Yeah. It'd definitely be better. So,
There's two-
it's the
there's two
three of us.
people on.
We're having a good time. I'm not. I'm trying to bring up comments.
They're not on.
I got the comments up. Got two people on. I guess that's Tim and you.
Yeah, that would be us.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Good to have you back.
Yeah.
I
Did you
gotta
vote
bring
today?
it up.
No.
You
Nope.
didn't?
No. I never vote. I don't want jury duty. I know. It pisses everybody off.
I didn't say that. So happy Election Day 2020.
Yeah. Here we are.
Yep.
No, the can.
If anybody is listening out there and you haven't
Well,
voted yet on the West Coast,
I see two people on.
yeah.
That's us.
I see Wendy,
Hey, Wendy.
and I see your dad.
There we go.
They'll get
My
there.
comments weren't popping up.
Oh,
I don't vote either, Tim. I don't. Sorry.
that's
you know
weird.
what? It's all right if one person doesn't. Now, if everybody's had my attitude, it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
But thank God they don't, so I'm cool.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but I just don't want jury duty, and that's the way to get out of it. You don't register, you don't get jury duty.
Right.
I've still never done jury duty yet.
Yeah, I hear that.
I've been summoned about 4 or 5 times, but
Oh,
never
okay.
had to report.
All right.
You're lucky. I think I've done it twice since I've been in Arizona.
I can't leave.
You should just go. You should just do it.
What?
Yeah.
Have the experience. Go do jury duty. Have the experience.
Oh,
yeah.
God, no. No way.
This is our non-political election day coverage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Which,
It
judging
used
by
to be
the
back in the day, you could, if they called you for a jury, you just say, I don't like black people, or I'm gay. Back in the day, you could say that, and you were disqualified immediately. Now it's
I think
hard to
that still
disqualify
works.
you.
Yeah.
No.
My brother-in-law's FBI, and
Well, he's
my
out.
nephew's a Mesa cop.
He's out.
So
so maybe that's why you don't get called.
Who, me?
No, Joey.
well, now it's not my brother-in-law. It's 2 nephews. I mean, well, one nephew's FBI and one nephew's Mesa cop, Mesa detective.
So what beers are you guys drinking tonight?
Well, right now I'm drinking Monster and cherry vodka,
Ooh, that sounds good.
and I'm gonna go grab my beer.
I got
Ooh,
this, Joey.
I like that.
He's got the good one.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. Wasn't that their flagship beer? Was the
Yeah,
Sunspot?
what they called it, something different when they first came out, didn't they?
yeah. Oh my God, what was I?
And they were
can't
sued
remember.
over it or something, and then they had to.
Yeah, they had to change it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, here's to you guys. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Or
So I got I got an IPA. I picked up that IPA from Phoenix Beer Company. The one I was telling you about, Joey.
Cool. I'll be right back.
Okay, go get a
wow,
beer.
that is really good.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like a Hefeweizen. It's pretty light. It's not bad.
Well,
So yeah, so
we
we
were
decided after watching the news and everything going on, we decided to do tonight's show from the comfort of our own home. Probably a good choice.
Yeah, probably. Don't there's still people voting here until what, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
I thought they closed at 7.
Does it close at 7?
Okay, so you're right, 10 o'clock Eastern.
What's 10 o'clock East Coast time? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I've got Lagunitas. Get it up here.
okay.
Oh, this way. But this is okay. I got to take these off. There's still too much delay there. It's their Hazy Wonder.
Oh, cool.
So it's a New England IPA with the ABV of I can't see it.
I was trying to find mine too, and I can't.
I think it's a 6 something. Did you turn up ours again?
Yeah, I'll turn it back. I was having a hard time hearing
Okay.
you.
Oh,
Is that better?
that's easier to talk. Yeah, I turn it up and I got to take my headphones off. Then I can't hear you.
All right, how's that?
That's doable.
Okay.
Let's
I can barely hear you, but that's okay.
You're not echoing now.
I can't hear Tim at all, so.
Oh,
But so mine's 6.1.
I need my glasses. No, I don't. I just need to drink. Cheers.
just cheering.
Cheers.
So
I could turn it up on my phone.
yeah, you could. But your phone's dead.
Bear with me a second.
Oh boy.
Tim, talk louder. I can't talk any louder. I've just got a laptop. They have studios.
Nah, that won't help.
No. And you probably can't even hear me, can you, Lisa?
I could barely hear you.
I hear you fine. I don't get it.
Maybe I have to just buy another Roadcaster. Have a backup.
Yeah, because even if I try to listen on my phone,
Wow.
Yeah, that's a 10-second delay there.
That's
yeah.
big time.
yeah, that doesn't work.
Well, shit.
It'll be a short show tonight.
Well,
We're going to talk about beer.
let's just
Let me
talk
turn the
about
volume
beer.
up
and
just a little bit.
presidents. Okay, then I'll take my headphones off when I talk.
Okay, so how are you going to know when I ask you a question?
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
I turned
actually,
it up a
I'll do
little.
this.
Is that bad?
No, I can still deal with that.
Okay.
Is that good?
You can hear better on your end?
I can't hear Tim, but I can hear you a little bit. It's all right, Tim.
Ah,
I'll
Yeah, I
watch
wanna
your
hear
lips. I'll know when they're moving. Wise guy. I should just have you, Joey. You have that list I sent you today?
My phone's charging.
Oh, okay. I figure we can tag team it.
Oh, wait, I know it. No, you sent it to my messenger, didn't you?
I think I did. I could
don't
send it
know,
to
I
Tim
can't-
too, and he can help out.
There you go. I need to bring my phone in here. I can charge it from here. Yeah. I'm going to go one more time.
Yeah, I'll try and send it to you, Tim.
Okay.
Forgive us for the silence. We're trying to figure out how to
Everything.
send something here. Oh, you don't have an iPhone, do you, Tim?
No.
That's why it won't let me send it to you.
He needs to poop.
Can you-
I'll take him for a late walk, I guess.
Text it to me or messenger?
No, it won't. It
or-
won't let me text it to you.
All right. Well, you guys read it.
Yeah, because when you don't have an iPhone, it saves it in a different format, and then I can't send it to you unless you have an iPhone.
All right.
So Joey, it won't let me send it to him because he doesn't have an iPhone.
Joey can read it.
Sending a message.
Maybe it'll work.
Figured.
So what I did today is I did some research. I figured I'd keep our topic about beer tonight and something related to presidents. So I came up with a list of past presidents and what their favorite drink of choice was. So the list was pretty interesting.
It really was.
It really was. They actually had some directions on how to make some of the drinks.
That was the best part of it.
Yep. So if we go all the way back to the beginning, Mr. George Washington.
A man after my own heart.
Yes. He was a whiskey drinker.
And a dark porter drinker.
Yes.
Hi, Lindsay. Quarter.
Then you have John Adams, who was quite the partaker in the alcoholic beverage. He liked his hard ciders, his porters. He liked
Have
rum.
we had a porter?
They must have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we have had a porter, yeah.
We did?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Lindsay.
What was a porter's just not as, or is the porter darker than the,
I think a porter is dark.
Stout.
No, the stout's darker than the porter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had
So
a couple.
We've had a
porters,
couple
actually.
of porters, yeah. A chocolate porter or something, didn't we? One of those chocolate
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, we had a
porter,
chocolate
yeah.
porter.
Yum.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then,
I didn't think about it though. That hard ciders. I mean, it makes sense. Hard ciders have been around forever.
Yeah.
You know, because apple juice does ferment. So, yeah, I'm sure it
tasted a little
wasn't.
bit different back then.
It wasn't Mike's or whoever,
It was just sitting in the back
or
of the
Angry
refrigerator.
Orchard or any of that stuff. But
Yeah, it probably tasted different back then too. And another one, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but you and I were talking about this earlier, Joey, is Madeira.
Madeira. I know
What is that?
it is. It's oh God.
see, and I read it
Huh.
because it's IRA at the end, so it's made IRA. So is that Madeira? It almost sounds like a disease.
It's
Came
Madeira.
down with a bad case of Madeira.
Diarrhea.
I don't know. It's close to that. But you were saying that was something like a sangria of some sort. So a kind of
It's like
a mix
fruity beer.
of different wines and
Yeah,
fruits.
that's kind of what it sounds like, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Somebody needs
Anybody
to Google
know?
that.
Tell us.
Yeah, somebody Google it. I'll put it in the comments so we know how to spell it. If I can get to the comments.
Yeah, because there was quite a few you'll see on this list that like that stuff.
All right, just post it in the comments.
Madeira.
So then Thomas Jefferson, he was a straight wine guy. He liked wine.
And then James Madison is the first of the many champagne connoisseurs of the POTUS type.
Did you notice that too on the list? There was a lot of champagne drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
James Monroe
Bond.
as well. He was a champagne drinker.
And then what would you think John Quincy Adams would like, Tim?
Probably Budweiser. No, they didn't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Probably a Pilsner.
You would think. But so there must be a whole bunch of different types of this Mandaria or whatever it's called. Because it says he blind taste tested 14 kinds of Mandaria and he correctly identified 11 of them.
Wow. I couldn't do one.
I need to know what it is first.
Yeah. Yep.
That guy's been around.
And then Mr. Andrew Jackson, he sold and drank whiskey.
Hey, right out of the White House. He had to
So it's
steal
a
back in the Oval Office. And
Yep. It's a Portuguese wine made on, am I saying it right? Madeira Island?
Madeira Island.
Madeira. Did you find it?
My dad put it up
Oh,
there.
okay.
Portuguese
That's right. Your dad does
wine.
really good at that kind of stuff of researching.
No, it's not gonorrhea, Wendy.
It's not gonorrhea.
It probably cures gonorrhea.
Yeah, it does.
Just pour
Cures
directly on the
everything.
wound.
So,
Drink and pour directly on
yeah.
the wound.
It'll foam up,
Yeah. That's just
so Martin Van Buren, they say he
Was
drank
he a
so much
president?
whiskey they called him Blue Whiskey Van.
Yeah.
he was a president.
Yeah.
I
Martin
think he
Van
was my
Buren.
favorite.
1837 to 1841.
He was a one-term guy. Bless his heart.
Yeah, he was a he didn't have a Chevy van. He was the Blue Whiskey van.
Down by the river.
Yeah. And then William Henry
We'll call him
Harrison.
Bill Hank.
He,
Bill Hank Harrison.
Bill Hank
Yeah,
Harrison.
Bill Hank Harrison. There
He
you
liked
go.
his hard cider.
Yeah. See, that would
Everything's
be a
good.
great name for a hard cider, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's
Bill
good
Hank
inside.
Harrison, hard cider. Yeah,
That would be
somebody
good.
missed
That'd
the
be
mark.
Where are we at?
Tyler.
Yeah, John Tyler.
Did you know he was a president?
1841 to 1845.
Boy, one of these one-term presidents.
Yeah. What do you think he liked, Tim?
He had to like Madeira because it seems like that was Madeira because that was the only thing everybody was drinking. I guess wine.
Either that
champagne.
or champagne.
Champagne.
There you go.
I'm telling you, a lot of champagne drinkers. You look back, all the James Bond were champagne drinkers. Champagne's very popular back then. Even the 10s and the 20s and the 30s, everyone drank champagne.
Yeah, James Polk from 1845 to 1849, another one-term president.
That's curious.
He liked wine, champagne, and brandy.
Well, they must have they must have not refined their beer at that point. I mean, beer may have been not like it is now, more professionally refined. It must have been nasty or something.
They have to drink everything kind of warm or
Well, yeah.
room temperature. So
And champagne, I can drink room temperature.
yeah, and
Beer,
certain
I can't.
beers I can.
Some in Europe I can, but for the most part they need to be cold. So that makes a lot of sense. But I want to know why these are all one-termers.
When you had Zachary Taylor.
He lasted a whole year, didn't he? Or not
Was
even
he
a
shot?
year.
Was
I
he
don't-
killed? They hang him or?
What was the story about him?
I don't know.
Well, actually, no. He came in. He must have completed James Polk's
Yes, because
term.
Polk.
So, and then he wasn't reelected, or maybe he didn't even run. So he was probably
He was a vice
James
president.
Polk's vice president.
And he
James
finished
Polk.
up because the other guy went to the mental hospital.
Wow.
Don't we wish we would have paid more attention in history?
God, I wish I'd
no.
known. Well, they wouldn't have taught you this anyway. But yeah, now I'm interested.
And then, well, Zachary Taylor, because he was a whiskey man,
Right.
but he only served out the rest of that year. So I don't know if he served for a full year or not. But then
He's a drunk.
Millard Fillmore came in, and he
Miller.
didn't
How
fill
many
a whole lot more than that. He didn't fill a whole term either.
No.
Do you think? All right. So, how many assassinations did we have? Were any of those guys? Did they
Just
die in office?
Just Lincoln and Kennedy, right?
yeah, the only assassin. Yeah, I know some had died in office, but I can't tell you who. James Polk or Willie? No, was it Willard Polk? Who's the pokey guy? Did he die in
James
office?
Polk.
James Polk. Did he die in office?
I don't know.
We're terrible at this. Don't.
Two. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm guessing
don't start any of
Franklin
this
Pierce
for-
did.
Look, he's just saying our disclaimer. Ignore the host. It's
It's
the beer
the truth
talking.
about beer and what we don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Don't quote us on anything because we don't know what the crap we're talking about.
God,
Other than
you
we
know
like
what?
beer.
We weren't taught this in school. I mean,
No.
I don't remember ever hearing about presidents doing 1 year and 4 year terms, and that never came up.
So, Joey, I have a question for you that's not related to this list,
Okay.
just out of curiosity. If I take that output that we put into Channel 4
Mm-hmm.
and I put my headphones in there, I'll hear you guys, right?
Try it.
Because I don't care
Yeah.
about hearing myself.
Yeah, you just get one side.
Yeah, I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
Or no, it's coming out of the monitor send, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll hear both sides. That's a good thing to try.
Because I don't need to hear myself, but I do need to hear you, and I can't hear Tim at all. So,
Yeah.
We'll try it.
all right, I'll try it. You continue on with the list.
All right, so where do we get to?
Polk,
Talked about Polk, who liked champagne and brandy.
champagne,
And-
whiskey.
Oh, that's right. Zachary Taylor finished his, and then Millard
1 year
Fillmore was like 3 years. He liked wine. And that brings us to Franklin Pierce.
Yes.
He served a full 4 years, drank everything, and dies from cirrhosis of the liver at age 65.
Okay, so, all right, let me ask you a question. When did they start 8-year terms? Because every one of these have been 4-year terms. Were there used to be 4-year terms?
Yeah, and so when did the lifetime term all of a sudden happen for senators and congressmen, right?
Oh, yeah, which was a huge
So
mistake.
yeah, it was probably
these-
something. Oh, we can't do enough in 4 years. You got to make the president.
So there must have been a
two-
time where presidents went to an 8-year term. These are all 4-year terms.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see which one was the first state-term president.
And then we'll
'cause
know when it went to
I'm
8
looking
years.
all the way down. Of course, Abraham Lincoln.
Well, we all know what happened.
He at least made it
And
4
he didn't-
years.
And he didn't drink.
Yeah, he was a non-drinker.
Yeah, but
Is
he
that
died
better,
right
Keith?
away.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I hear you guys really good, so
All
that
right,
works.
cool. We're all
So,
good, man.
so why didn't that work when we just plugged that into the headphone thing?
I have no idea.
Works now.
Because that's where we started at.
Yeah, but I can hear you guys. I just can't hear myself.
Oh,
I can't hear
okay.
myself.
All right, I know.
But
I can hear
you-
both of you pretty good.
All right,
you don't
good.
need to- you don't need to hear yourself, do you?
So Taylor
I
served
hear
from
you.
1849 until he died in 1850.
Wow. Was
Whoops.
that what, 3 months?
So do we know what he died from? Natural
Alcohol.
causes, alcohol.
Oh,
Where-
we got
Liver.
we got past him because we
Okay.
just talked about Franklin Pierce who died of cirrhosis of the liver. so we're at the next one. That when did it get off on being odd years? You notice that? I mean, this started. It's Pierce came in 53, so he must have finished.
What happened?
How did that work?
Well, we must have gone from a 4-year term to a 8-year term, but It used to be odd years back then, because
Yeah.
it's even
Well,
years now.
well, it was even years up until, say, Millard Fillmore only served 3 years, which he
Right.
liked wine. And then when Franklin Pierce took over, because that was 53, so that makes me think that he was
54.
finishing out that term, but
Last term.
instead of just finishing out the term, they gave him a full 4 years because he served
Right.
from 53 to 57. So
Well,
now
that's
we're on
where
the
it went. That's where
so
it went
south,
south.
or it went somewhere.
Yeah, but now we're on 4-year terms if you look down.
We're still
So-
on 4 years.
Still,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's on the odd years. So we
So
got to see
that's when it
adjusted
changed
back.
right there.
Right.
No, it's still a
God,
4 year
I want to go
term.
back and look. I want to go back and learn history again.
You should. I do too, actually.
Yeah, because James Buchanan served 4 years, but it was 57 to 61.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think he liked there, Tim? What was his?
Vodka,
I'll give you two more choices.
wine or champagne,
One more choice.
coffee.
Well, actually, it is a
it's a-
wine, so
It is a wine, but it's that special wine that we need to find. The Madeira.
Madeira.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I think we need to do a show on Madeira.
So two more were assassinated: McKinley and Garfield. That's right, Garfield was.
Right. I don't understand how the vice president shouldn't finish out the term and it still should be a even number. I don't know where we went from odd to even.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, after Lincoln, that was in 1865. And then Andrew Johnson came in
Which is
and did
odd.
4 years
And he was a whiskey boy.
69.
to 69. Then Ulysses S. Grant. Now, what do you think he was into?
Whiskey.
You would think. You would think. He was a champagne boy.
Oh, man. See that? All right. So the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 18, right?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking champagne for most of the century.
Oh, see, now Ulysses S. Grant was the first one to serve 8 years.
Well, no. It was it odd or even?
It was odd. He served from 69 to 77.
I don't
Yep.
get it. I got to go to school. I want to go to school tomorrow.
Well, if you go back to this timeline, you'll probably, if you really look at it close, you'll see where the switch happened, and it'll probably
I know,
make
but
sense.
I want to know why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to learn that. It's very interesting. I had no idea.
So R.B. Hayes went from 1877 to 1881, and the drink of choice there was, this is the first one we've had. But
Arr.
arr,
He was a
Like-
pirate.
like the rum. So yeah, so there's James Garfield, and he was 1881,
And he liked beer.
and he was a beer drinker.
See, and then
Chester
they-
A. Arthur. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but then he finished out the term. Yeah, no, I guess it would have been the same term. So it was to 1885.
Yeah.
But they don't know if he drank or not.
No, I think a term I read is he quoted a reporter saying it's none of your damn business what I do in my personal time.
Oh, that's what he drank.
He liked the ganja.
Yeah.
Oh,
So then we have Grover Cleveland. He drank
Like
4
cookies-
beers
like
a day. Yeah, cookies. He drank 4 beers a day.
wow. Different ones?
Doesn't say specifically what he drank.
Yeah, and he did 8 terms, 8 years. Two
So
terms.
it must have gone to 8 in that first president that did 8.
Yeah,
the
but he
first
did
one was Ulysses.
a split because Benjamin Harrison came in after him, went to 93, and then
That's where I
Grover
got
took over at
funky.
93 to 8 to 97. So that was a split term there.
So then they put the end of that you couldn't run for president again, I guess. So
Yeah.
he must have done a great job. You know?
So has there been a president that
Crazy.
came in and won and then lost and then won again?
Right there.
That's what the split was?
Yeah. Yeah, because he lost after his first term. He lost to Benjamin Harrison. Then Harrison must have lost to him again
Then he re-ran.
Because he didn't drink.
in 1893 because he didn't drink.
What were we thinking?
So we need that drinking president back
Yep.
because he likes his 4 beers. He likes his 4 beers a day, so we know what's going on there.
Right.
So
So then, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
No, what are you going to say?
No, that president that didn't drink was none of your damn business. He must have been just high all the time. So they're like, bring the other guy back.
Well, I like the next one.
Yeah, me
Zach,
too.
We get, yeah. So, I wonder what reporter. He must have really liked what he drank to give the reporter his recipe, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it was William McKinley.
Not
And it
only
was-
did I drink, I'm going to tell you how to make it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
his drink of choice was named after him, I guess, McKinley's Delight.
Wow.
And so for those of you taking notes at home, it's 3 ounces of rye whiskey, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 2 dashes of cherry brandy, and 1 dash of absinthe. just what we need, right?
My God. And he ran for what, a year?
But he did a whole 4
He
years.
did all.
He did it 4 years? Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's a 1901.
So, and we had 8-year terms then, so we know why he only did 4.
Maybe we should have Emma make that drink.
Yeah. That,
You know what? I think somewhere along the line, they were all screwed up, and that's when we went from odd to even years. I think everybody just drank and forgot.
I wonder if he ripped his face off when he was done with his term.
He wasn't on a bill.
So Aragon Story says presidents do 4-year terms and hope to be reelected. Senators do 6-year terms.
That I know.
I wish they still did.
Yeah. I wish it was only 6 years
Yeah.
that senators could run.
50.
Yeah. I wish it was 1 term only, and then they're done. Except for the president. I think the president needs to be a little bit longer, but the senators, senators, congressmen.
Yeah,
I forgot.
This 47, 50 years has got to stop.
Yeah. Career politicians are not what we need.
So Teddy Roosevelt has the first fruit drink, I guess you would say, huh?
You like Bahama Mamas,
Mint juleps.
Oh, cool.
Teddy.
I don't know. I guess so, yeah.
I'm waiting for the Cosmopolitan.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
No.
Well, you got to think, now we're starting to head into prohibition, so this is where it's going to get interesting. So
Well,
before we
William-
get that, yep, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, the next one's William Taft. Did you say, wasn't he one that was he?
Mooch?
He was a champagner.
Yeah. No, who was assassinated? Who are the ones that were assassinated?
Garfield and
Garfield and-
McKinley.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I lost Mr. Taft, or President
Uh-oh.
Taft. Where'd he go?
So he liked champagne. He was from 1909 to 1913.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
Teddy. Oh, there's, okay. And then comes,
Did you get it?
Then his vice
I'm
president
back.
came in.
Okay.
1913. So, no, I mean, that's 4 years.
Yep.
All right.
And then 13 to 21.
Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, that's 8
He-
years.
He liked the Scotch whiskey.
Finally,
Yep.
a Scotchman.
So,
So, yes, that brings us to Prohibition, right?
yep.
Then we go to moonshine.
So Warren Harding in 1921 to 1923, during Prohibition, he would stash whiskey in his golf bag.
I like him already.
So he only served 2 terms. So what happened? Was he Wonder what happened to him.
What do you mean, 2 years or 2 terms?
I'm sorry, 2 years.
2 years.
21 to 23.
Did he die?
Maybe he died in natural causes.
Not cirrhosis
Not on the
of the
golf course, lightning.
lightning.
He was so drunk he didn't know to come in out of the rain. He got struck by lightning. See, I want to go back and learn all this.
I think we did at one point, but we forgot everything we learned. Possibly.
Possibly.
Oh, well, and inevitably.
So I like the next one. Here's another recipe for you. Mr. Calvin Coolidge from 1923 to 1929.
He drank wine coolers.
He drank Tokay wine. And he had a drink named after him called the Coolidge Cooler.
Yeah, wine coolers.
So it's
Without wine.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. 1.5 ounces of vermouth, 1/2 ounce of American whiskey, 2 ounces of orange juice, and club soda.
Sounds like an old fashioned.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
That's really crazy, man.
That's not enough booze in a drink.
No.
It's only 2 ounces.
It's too much orange juice.
But I think we're going to try these drinks here.
Well, I think we should.
I think we should too.
Well, now let's get Madeira.
I have a
whatever that is.
I have a bartender in the house, by the way, so it could work.
I think we need to study on Madeira.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll see where we can find it.
And then one show we'll do champagne and just get completely wasted.
Oh, I got champagne. We could do champagne.
That's going to be a fun show.
It's the cheap
Good
stuff, but
mimosas.
All right, Joe, you got the next one? You want me to do it?
My thumb keeps moving things. Where were we at?
We're at Herbert
Oh,
Hoover.
Calvin. Herbert Hoover. Yeah. A huge wine collection that his wife dumped down the drain during Prohibition.
Oh my
What
gosh.
did she do? What did he do to her after that?
Right. So apparently he fancied the wine. Then you got Mr. Franklin Roosevelt from 1933 to 1945. Here's a man after my own heart. Gin-based martinis and whiskey-based Manhattans.
Ah, there you go.
Nice, dirty martinis.
This
And
sounds really good.
The Bermuda Rum Swizzler.
Swizzle.
You like these two? Swizzle?
Yeah,
I
Swizzle.
like Swizzler.
All right, let's go with Swizzler.
We call it a BMS or BRS. No. What is in that Bermuda Rum Swizzle there, Keith?
So we got 2 ounces of dark rum, 1 ounce of lime juice,
Good,
1 ounce of orange juice,
good.
1 dash of Fowernum. What is Fowernum?
That's bitters, I
It
think.
sounds toxic.
Is it? It's like formaldehyde.
Yeah, they don't make it anymore.
Byproduct of
Is that it?
uranium.
No, we're not caught up to date yet.
No.
On his drink.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, Easy to
what
make.
was the last thing you said he put in there?
1 dash of Fowernum.
All right, somebody tell us what that is.
Fowlernum. Yeah, I think it's a byproduct of uranium.
I think it's formaldehyde.
It makes it glow. Turns your drink into a battery.
Aluminium.
So I put it up there. I put there in the comments if anybody knows what that
Somebody
is.
Find
or-
out what aluminium is. It's probably top
Fowernum. Fowluminium.
film.
So we got Mr. Harry Truman from 1945 to 1953.
Kool-Aid.
And it just dawned on me
What?
where we're going wrong in our thinking.
Why?
Maybe. Because we're thinking of the election year is an even year, but when they take office, it's
That's
an odd
right.
year.
That's right.
Oh, so Trump would have only ran till.
But yeah, until whoever's next president will take office in 2021.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So why didn't somebody?
So yeah,
catch that
we're
earlier?
thinking of the election year, not the actual time when they take office. Well, we're learning something.
See?
Yeah, we did. Now I don't have to take that class.
You still should.
We all should.
So Mr. Harry Truman was a bourbon drinker.
I'm waiting on
And
the
you-
vodka guy.
We'll get there. Then you got Mr. Dwight D. Eisenhower from 1953 to 1961, and he liked his Scotch whiskey.
So CC.
Yes.
I think John F. Kennedy is probably the closest to my tastes
Yep.
of stuff. Well, the Bloody Mary part is. But he liked daiquiris, Bloody Marys, and Heineken.
You know why he liked Heineken? Because it was considered at that time an import.
Oh, so he
Is what they
was
said.
snooty on that
Being
one.
snooty. Yep.
Yeah.
Then you got Mr. Lyndon B. Johnson from 1963 to 1969. He also liked his Scotch whiskey.
Again, 6-year term.
I'm anxious for this one, Keith.
All right,
This
you want
is
me
a
to
fun
read it?
story. Yeah, go for it.
All right, so Tricky Dicky, Mr. Richard Nixon from 1969 to 1974. Nixon would drink expensive bottles of Chateau Lafite. I guess is that how you say that?
Chateau.
Chateau Lafite.
Oh,
Rothschild.
Rothschild.
Costing hundreds of dollars a bottle. At the same time, he instructed his staff to serve mediocre red wine to his guests with towels wrapped around the bottle's label so they did not know what they were getting. Tricky Dicky indeed.
Cheapskate.
Oh, that was good. That's funny.
So is it just me, or is it every president drank? Is that what we're finding out?
Well, there was two that didn't.
3.
So we had 3. Yeah, because Lincoln didn't drink, and
One said it was none of your damn business.
yeah, so that we
That
don't
was a
know.
ganja.
Yeah.
So wow.
Oh, that's right. We have another one that doesn't drink coming up.
Yes.
Oh, that's incredible.
So Mr. Gerald Ford, 1974 to 1907, he preferred martinis.
That's a vodka guy.
Well, it doesn't say vodka or gin, but you know, you never know.
Gin, vodka, wine.
Yeah, and Jimmy Carter was just an occasional white wine drinker. And the interesting thing, if you remember, Jimmy Carter had his brother Billy Carter.
The
was,
peanut farm.
Well, he had the peanut farm, but Billy Carter was the one that promoted Billy Beer. If you remember back.
Oh,
in the
that's
days.
right. Billy Beer.
Billy Beer, yeah, and that company kind of went belly up.
Real quick. Real
Really,
quick.
yeah, after a couple of years. But during Jimmy Carter's term is when home brewers, it was legal for people to start brewing their own beers from home and stuff like that. That was in 1978.
Post-prohibition.
Oh, way post.
Way past 1978, yeah. But yeah,
Seems like
that's
yesterday already.
crazy.
You remember the Prohibition days, Tim?
Only in school.
Yeah, exactly. So,
NASCAR started. I don't know.
so Mr. Ronald Reagan, 1981 to 1989, he preferred the Orange Blossom Special.
That's a song.
It is.
A fiddle tune.
But do you know what the drink is?
Well, I
We
bet
have a
it had
recipe.
Orange in it.
Well, it's got orange in it. It's got orange juice. It's got
And
2 ounces of
probably-
orange juice.
Probably
You've been waiting for it.
vodka.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically,
Screwdriver. Pretty
All right,
much.
cool.
a dry screwdriver because it's got
Yeah.
vermouth in it. So
It's got vermouth in it. So we'll have to try that too. I got plenty of vermouth, so we could try these.
it just needs more vodka. I mean, 1 ounce of vodka is not enough to make it interesting.
Well, it depends,
Tim,
how
where'd
much,
you go? Oh,
depends how much vermouth you put in it too. Did he fall off his chair?
I didn't know people really drank vermouth. Usually they put it in their glass and dump it out.
It's it does definitely dries stuff out, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So then we got George H.W. Bush, 1989, 1993. He was a beer drinker, and he liked his vodka martinis.
George H.W.
Yep, H.W.
Senior.
Senior.
Oh. And then Bill Clinton. He liked his snake bites. which I
I
have
found
heard of.
this. I found it interesting. The recipe. So it's almost like almost
that's a
sounds like a
drink.
black and tan, doesn't it?
Yeah, with hard cider.
Right. So it's 8 ounces of hard cider, 8 ounces of lager beer, quarter ounce of black currant liquor.
Liqueur.
Sorry.
Liqueur.
They call
I
that-
would like to actually try that.
That might be good. What is black currant?
Probably some sort of like a licorice or sweet sorghum or
Yeah, probably.
That's
Kinda
kind of what
like,
I'm thinking.
Like a Jaeger. So it's a liqueur. So
We may have to make that on our show. Try it.
yeah.
That would be fun to try.
I think we ought to do is each one of us ought to pick one of these drinks, and we ought to do it.
we'll have
Well,
to
I'm
do
sure-
it on President's Day.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Revisit this on President's Day. So
January.
did you hear all that?
February.
What was in the? Did you hear all the recipe on that one
Yeah, I
for
did.
the
That
snake
was-
bite?
That sounded great.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Then-
We'll try it.
George W. Bush Jr. He did not drink.
No.
So it said, I didn't put the whole story in here, but it talked about how he quit drinking years before he became president. So during his presidency, he did not drink.
Well, Barbara, she was kind of anti-alcohol and anti-drugs.
Yeah. So they're keeping up the image.
So Lindsay says we can get Fowernum. It's a tropical syrup.
Yum. Is it hallucinogen?
I think it'll cure everything.
Is it like absinthe?
No, probably not. Probably not. So
Is
let's
it a
try-
liqueur? Is it just a syrup?
it's a syrup.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
done.
It's a liqueur syrup. So I mean, yeah, so it's
It's a tropical syrup.
a tropical.
Yeah, that
So-
could mean anything.
It could. Throw a pineapple in it as tropical. Is that how that works? And then we got Mr. Barack Obama from 2009 to 2017.
Yeah, he had a beer with a guy.
Yeah.
He was a beer guy, but the thing I found interesting about the beer that he drank is they actually named it White House Honey Ale because it was made from honey. I guess the White House has beehives,
They have beehives
so I didn't know that.
opposite of the rose garden. It's on the other side.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they keep all of the flowers and the rose garden beautiful. But they're on the other side to keep them away from the people from the rose garden. But they have the hives on the north side. I've been there.
That's good to know. So I thought that was interesting that
They have a full-time beekeeper at the White House. Do you know that?
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they do. That's why
Well.
the rose garden is so beautiful because they kept bees there to pollinate all of the beautiful plants and flowers and roses.
I think it's officially you two on there, and that's it. Oh, we got a third person on there. That's good. I hope everybody's out voting. I hope everybody's
Yeah.
doing their civic duty.
Did you try to Google what President Trump's choice of?
No,
Ever
Trump
drink?
does not drink. He does not. He never has. He never will.
Really?
No, not at all. His kids don't drink. He doesn't drink. There's no alcohol in the
It's a
family.
taboo, huh?
Interesting.
None at all.
That's good to know because I was going to
His-
Google it and I didn't.
His brother died of
Saved us.
alcohol poisoning or whatever.
The brother
So-
that just died not too long ago.
No, a younger brother.
Huh.
And there's never been alcohol in the Trump family.
That's interesting.
And so his children don't drink. Nobody in his immediate family, his parents, his grandparents, none of them ever had alcohol.
At least in public.
Reportedly.
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 It's none of your damn business.
Exactly.
They're all smoking pot.
Right? Well, speaking of that, I wonder what Mr. Joe Biden drinks.
Oh, God. hopefully truth serum.
No, stop it.
This is our non-political show.
Carrot juice, tomato juice, all the good juices. He's a juicer.
So my dad says, just so you know, the only lifetime appointment are the Supreme Court.
Yep.
That's the only lifetime appointments.
Right. But even though you can serve on the Senate for a lifetime,
Yes, you can if you never get
they're not appointed that long.
opposed.
Right.
If you're never opposed.
Which
They've
it's
got,
it's a shame.
I think there's one person that did over like 60 years. That was Byrd. Byrd did like 68 years. Senator before he finally died. I mean, he got reelected. He never got voted out. He died in office, and it was like I forget how many years, but yeah, I mean, you can be there a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need term limits.
Which the founding fathers never intended to be.
No, they didn't think people would live that long. And then all of a sudden we got healthy and started living longer.
No, they started paying them way too much, and they started having lobbyists and all that filling their pockets, and they realized, hey, I want to stay here forever.
Biden doesn't drink as well. That's I could have told you that like right away.
You Googled it?
No, Lindsay just
Lindsay
said it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lindsay.
That's how you stay in office for 47 years.
So we had no
Don't
Mormon presidents. That's what I'm getting out of this.
We almost did.
Yeah, but isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I can't believe all the presidents drank. The majority of them.
Well, how can you not believe that though? Can you imagine being in that position? I would drink every freaking day.
Well, Nancy Pelosi starts like at 6 in the morning, and she has to. And she's not shy about it. I mean, I'm not. That's not propaganda. I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
I would. God. I mean, just with my family, I have to drink. I couldn't imagine being president.
Yeah, there's really not
I mean,
any
it's too much.
accountability anymore in elected officials. We really don't hold them accountable for a lot of things, or at least people turn a blind eye to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's term limits would end that. You know, I mean, I think if there were term limits, then they would want to make their mark for the time that they were in. And now that they're in, they can be in forever. What's the hurry? You know,
Right.
as long as I can get reelected. So
Now we should go back to that list and see how many of them done drugs.
Do they have that list?
No, they don't. I was just kidding.
God damn. I think the presidents that didn't drink did drugs.
well, I mean, when was cocaine and opioids and all that kind of banned, or not banned, but
Looked down upon.
yeah, where they weren't
Well,
legal
Coca-Cola,
anymore.
So in the late 1800s.
Yeah, the original Coca-Cola was Coke, right? So,
Yeah, so I'd say the mid late 1800s.
yeah, so I think a lot of them probably still did snuff, you know, Coke
Oh, yeah.
and all that. I mean, just as a daily thing. But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was the way of life, so it wasn't. You know.
I mean, it's not like they had aspirin.
Who needed it?
They did snuff right before they went into the war room for their meeting.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be a marathon session.
And listen. Everybody smoked a pipe. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and what was in that pipe?
Tobacco.
Well, that's the Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't call them peace pipes or nothing.
No.
Oh, man. So Senator Robert Byrd served 51 years from West Virginia through re-elections.
Yes.
Wow. So Biden's
Died
not
in
that far
office.
behind him.
No, he's
Or-
47.
Yeah. So I mean, if he served a whole other full term, well, I don't know when his term would be up as a
Well, he's
senator.
done. I mean,
But-
he's already done.
I mean, now that he's run for president and stuff.
Right.
But 51 years is a long time to be in
Yeah.
office.
Well, I mean, you can still run for president and not give up your office. You only have to give up your office if you win the presidency, because
Exactly.
John
Which
McCain,
John
ran for
McCain,
president.
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have to give up
when
the office.
when
so.
Biden became vice president, he gave up his. So he only served.
Yeah, he would have to
7
at
years.
that point.
But yeah, he could
That's true.
still be there if he hadn't been vice president. He could still be there. But I think Larry Bird was 51 years, which is incredible. I mean, I hope to live that. Oh, wait a minute, I have.
Oh,
So next Wednesday is Veterans Day. And we figured we would kind of theme next week's show around that.
yes. Talk to some veterans
Yep.
and see what their favorite beers are. Hopefully they're drinkers.
Oh, by the way, Scotty's available, so
Things are good now? Cool.
things are good now. Hearing aids are in. Everything's good now. So whenever you want to do that show.
So maybe we'll set it up for the week after.
All
Wanna
right.
do that? Does that work?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Cool. I'm
Sounds
down.
That's going to be a great show.
with it.
Great
Yeah.
show.
It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting. So,
So, yeah.
is he going to? He's going to join us by internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like StreamYard, whatever we're doing now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So we'll have this issue figured out by next.
Yes.
It's possible I could be with him. So we could be together. So I'm just saying it's possible.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to get his butt into the studio a bit.
Yeah. So next week, if there are any veterans out there that would like to join us, let us know. Reach out to us and talk about your favorite beer and
What you
maybe,
drank over there, They
or maybe what you were jonesing for when you came back home. Maybe
Yeah.
something you couldn't get a hold of.
Yeah, because our veterans had a opportunity to partake of over there in Vietnam and in Japan, in Europe. I mean, let's find out what they drink.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a lot
And
of
if they have
fun.
any scary stories to tell,
Yeah.
Well, that's a
We'd
scary
like-
story, just being a vet.
spooky stories,
Spooky
paranormal
I'm
stories.
sure they have those.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure
I'm-
they
yeah.
do. And then we'll find out what they were drinking when they're on assignment. or
Yeah.
When they were on there.
Oh, yeah. There's no way I could even ever imagine what they went through. Any of those
No.
served
That'd
in,
be a great show. Can you
wartime
imagine
and
all of
all
a
that
sudden a
stuff.
guy comes in, he's got like all this beer and everyone just attacks him. But I want to know what that beer was. That would be very interesting.
Yeah, we also talked about talking about the different veterans cemeteries as well. Let's see if we'll do a list of the haunted cemeteries around. So that'll be next week's show.
All right, cool.
And then the week after that, we'll have Scotty on.
Yeah. All
That'll be a lot of fun.
Let's plan on that.
Yeah. So I should roll our para family and go ahead and do that now.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
There it is. Right on cue.
That was amazing. And they are amazing.
Yes.
Our amazing parafamily.
Thank you to everyone in our parafamily group. We love you guys.
We do.
I have to make one big clip so they don't all run together. We'll have to work on that. So we'll get our audio issues figured out by next week, we promise.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So yeah, it'll be a good show next week. It'll be fun.
And hopefully we'll know who the president is by then.
By next week, doubtful.
Yeah, hopefully.
There are people saying it could take weeks. I don't know.
Okay.
It
Well,
I just don't get it.
I was hearing if you took your ballot, your early ballot, and just dropped it off today, if you sealed and put in the box, that could take up to 3 weeks before it's counted.
Exactly. So this may
That's
be a
why I
whole
dropped mine
different
off 2
show.
weeks ago.
This could be a different show next week.
Could be a different world. Who knows?
Yep.
Yeah, good. We could still be at our homes.
We'll see what happens. I haven't had the news on, so I have no idea what's going on.
I don't either.
I wasn't going to put it on during the show. So
I just watched
Since
a little
nobody's
bit
been
right before I
watching.
came here.
yeah.
And we appreciate you guys watching us instead of
Those
watching
that-
all that stuff.
Thank you,
We really
family.
do. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Yeah, exactly.
That means a lot to us to know that we're more important than politics, and that's really cool. Thank you guys so much.
It's also understandable why people are tied up tonight, so I get that.
Yeah.
So, but we'll be back next week, and it's going to be a really important show, a really good show, honoring our veterans. And I think it's, like I said, if anybody wants to come on with us and talk about their experiences, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, if you know a vet that wants to share a story, and it doesn't have to just be about beer, but or paranormal, but yeah, that would be
That's a plus.
icing on the cake.
Yep, exactly.
You know, we'd love to have them on.
But we have a few in mind that we're going to ask to come on. So, but if anybody else wants to join us, that'd be a lot of fun. It'd be great. So, all right.
Well,
I think we're going to wrap it up.
All right, guys.
could you
Well,
hit that
what a great show.
that sound effect one more time? Was that work? There you go.
There you go. Everybody take a drink. So no matter what happens after tonight, everybody, most importantly, please stay safe. Please be careful. We
Keep
want
the
to see you
faith.
guys. Yeah, we want to see you guys back here next week with us. And best of luck.
Yo.
And so until next time, it's been The Truth About Beer and...
Happy Unexplained Hour.
Yep.
Presidents and their alcoholism.
Election Day 2020. All right. Till next time, guys.
Peace. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See ya.
Next week. Cheers.
You are wondering where to find the Truth About Beer and merchandise? You've come to the right place. BS Designs has all the merch you've been looking for, from t-shirts and koozies to the very collectible The Truth About Beer and themed gnomes. Visit BS Designs today.
If you're looking to fill up your man cave, she shed, or just looking to decorate or redecorate your house, please visit our good friends at Boomer's Department Stores. And while you're there, be sure to check out their blog page.
Whether you're an aspiring paranormal enthusiast or a seasoned professional, or perhaps you're just looking to add to your equipment inventory, look no further than Ghost Hunters Outlet. They have all your equipment needs. For a limited time, mention the word beer in the promotional code for additional savings. And be sure to watch The Truth About Beer and on YouTube.
Welcome to The Truth About Beer.